Okay, we're looking at the 2013 oral paper, and we have a number of questions here to answer. We're looking at internet access at home in the years 2000 to 2010, and it's been split up into different age groups. Approximately 2,000 people have been asked, but we don't know actually how many from each age group. What we can see is that there's a trend that internet access has been increasing, most for the younger years, but even a steady increase in the older years, the 75 plus. So let's answer these questions with true or false, including our calculations as to how we arrived at the answer. The first question is, in 2004, more than 80% of people in the age group 45 to 54. So we're looking at, for the blue graph, at 2004, go straight up the axis, the y-axis here in 2004, and see how many people in the age group 45 to 54 had access to internet. We can see it's slightly below the 80% line here, so it is about 79% seem to have access, so the answer is false from the graph. So the 45 to 54, only 79% have access to internet in 2004, so the answer is false. The next question, in 2007, 1 in 10 women aged, well, there's another graph just underneath this one, which is telling us about the ratio of men to women in the year 2007. So we have to use this graph, and it's saying that in 2007, 1 in 10 women aged 75 years and above had access to the internet. Well, we have to look here at 75 plus, and we can see here's the men. There was about 35% of men had access to internet, and only 10% women. So, question 2, 10% of the women, which is the same as 10 100ths, which is the same as 1/10. So the answer to this question is true. 1 out of 10 of the women do have access to internet in 2007 in the age group 75 year plus. Then we need to go back to the previous graph for the next question. Question 3. In 2010, the 16 to 24-year-olds were the age group that had the largest proportion part of, or percentage, and if we follow the 16 to 24s, which is the red line here, and follow them all the way up to 2010, we can see that they are almost at 98% maybe, it looks like. So they are the ones that are above all of the other age groups, so the answer to that one would be true. From the graph, we can see that the 16 to 24, approximately 98%, which is the largest percentage. Question 4. In 2007, in the age group 55 to 64, so now we're looking at the green graph. In 2007, if we follow the green graph up here, we have approximately, 78%. So we have approximately 78%, which is almost about 80%, which would be about 4/5 as a fraction. The question is, in 2007, about 3/5 of this age group had access to the internet. No, we know that it's 4/5, so I would say that that answer to that one would be false. One could actually say, well, if 4/5 have access to internet, so do 3/5 as well. So you could actually say true there with an explanation to why you're saying true, that because 4/5 do have access, so also do 3/5, and that would give you the correct points there with that correct motivation. Question 5. In the 65 to 70 year age group, the proportion that had access to internet doubled between 2002 and 2006. Well, 65 to 74, it's this graph with the circles on. And if we look at the year 2002, we are here. And it looks around 24%. And 2006 looks dead spot on the 50% mark here. So question 5, we're going from around 24% to 50%. If we double 24, we would get 48%, which is approximately 50%, so I would say that's true. If we could about double the access from 24% up to 50%. Also, you could say false because it's not exactly double, but most of you I would expect to answer true there. Then we have a question about percentage points. Percentage points is just looking at whatever the percentage was of one and taking away the percentage of the other. You're not looking for percentage change. Percentage points is the easiest one to calculate. It says in the 16 to 24 age group, so we're following the red graph again, from 2004, where here we are at about 70%, to 2005, which is going up to, it looks to be about 86%, 87 maybe. So the percentage points change, it's just 86 minus 70, which is 16 percentage points, and that's very different to percent, so you must specify that by writing percentage points. So the difference in percentage points would be about 16 percentage points. That isn't 20%. 20% we would get if we took that 16% and did a percentage change calculation divided by the original 70%. That would give us a 20% percentage change, but they didn't ask us for percentage change, so our answer to question 6 here would be false. Percentage points change would be 16 or 17, but it wouldn't be 20. And then we'll continue with questions 7 to 11 in the next video.